Welcome to our Twisted Easel Card tutorial. I'm Charee Filimoehala here at the G45 headquarters, and I'm excited to teach you not only this technique, but another fun side fold tag card. In this video tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to create these 3 cards here, and then with those leftovers, I'll show you how to create these other 3 for a total of 6. So we're going to teach you 2 different techniques. We've got the side flap tag card. That's a mouthful to say. You can see it's so gorgeous with lots of room to personalize. And then we have these other 2 that are the Twisted Easel tags. So lots of fun with both these techniques and such great ways to use up these gorgeous little one papers. All 6 of these cards have been created for us by Carla Lavera, and like you just saw, they're each filled with so many gorgeous details and ways to use up our products. So these are all part of our Volume 3 card kit for 2023. You can pick up these kits on our website at G45papers.com or down at our local G45 retailer. In this kit, you're going to get a graphic 45 bag. You're going to get 24 of these little one 8x8 double-sided sheets, along with 6 ivory card bases. These are 5x7 and coordinating envelopes, ivory trim in 3 different styles, and ivory regular tags, and of course a project sheet. And then subscribers are going to get these little one exclusive buttons. You are loved, little one. So cute. And going to be so fun to collect these. This is our 3rd set for the year. Of course, you can use the supplies in your kit, or if you just want to learn some new great techniques, you can always grab what you've got in your stash and create along with us. In this video tutorial, I'm going to give you all the directions, including the dimensions, but if you like creating along with a project sheet, you can do that by grabbing the kit. It's going to come with your kit, or you can go to our website, G45papers.com, go up to that inspiration tab and down to project sheets. So the first thing we want to do in creating our card 1 is grab your scoreboard and your card base. This is a 5x7 nice heavyweight ivory card base. So when it's all laid out, it's 10 inches by 7 inches. So we are going to take a pencil and we're going to mark 5 inches up from the bottom on the right hand side. So I know that this is 7 inches, so I'm going to mark up here at the 2-inch mark, 5 inches up from the bottom. Next, I'm going to do some scoring, but on a diagonal. So I find it easiest to do that on my paper trimmer. Of course, you can use that scoreboard using the same techniques, but for me, it's easier to see how it's all nicely lined up using the paper trimmer. So I have my score blade at that 5-inch dot from the right, and then at this corner here, and I'm just going to take my bone folder and score on that diagonal. Crease towards the inside on that score line. Erase your pencil mark. Step 2, we're going to cut out a piece of Hello Baby that's going to be 4 7/8 of an inch by 6 3/4, and a piece of Just Arrived that's the same dimensions. So next we are going to do some marking like we did on our card base, and we're going to mark our green floral Hello Baby piece from the right, the bottom right. We're going to mark that at 4 7/8 of an inch. And then with our Just Arrived, the yellow paper, we are going to mark this from the bottom left at 4 7/8 of an inch. And then we're going to, this time instead of score, we're going to cut on that diagonal. So just marking up our spot to the corner, going to diagonally cut our green piece, and then we'll do the same with the yellow. So you should end up with 4 pieces that look like this. So we are going to take this yellow corner piece and we're going to flip that over, and this will adhere on the front of our card. And then adhere the Hello Baby floral on the top. Flip that Hello Baby around, and then this triangle is going to go on the inside. and then adhere the just arrived on top, making sure that you can move this piece. Step 4, we've got our little one signature page, and we're cutting this piece out to be 3 3/4 by 6 7/8. And you can see it's not all the way to the left-hand edge. It's 1/2 of an inch from the left-hand edge. And then we're going to cut out a piece of the B side from a little one and use that. And that's going to be 1 inch by 6 7/8. And then adhere those 2 pieces down. And we're going to cut our paper pack cover to be 2 5/8 of an inch by 1 3/8. And we're going to take this Oh Darling label from our bundle of joy paper. Adhere those together. And now I've added some foam adhesive to the back of this, which is an important step. You need some kind of dimension, so you could use a scrap chipboard or anything that's going to give you that dimension. And I've added a little bit of liquid adhesive on top of my foam adhesive because I want to make sure that this stays in place. And now we're going to create our little easel element. So we're going to put this upright so we've got a nice flat angle on there. And then once you have that how you like it, go ahead and adhere down your little popped up Oh Darling, making sure it's not going off the bottom of your card. Step 6, grab your little one, and we are going to take from the right hand edge, about 1/2 an inch from the top, this piece that is going to be 3 3/4 by 4 7/8 of an inch. Round all 4 corners, and then adhere this piece to a regular tag. We're using the Ivory here. And of course, if you don't have tags and you're creating along with us, you could just mat this on another larger piece of rectangular paper. And then from your Ivory ribbon pack, we're going to take 3 inches of this satin ribbon, and on the right hand edge, I'm just going to fold that together and cut on an angle so you have this nice little ribbon fishtail edge. Here, 2 stamps from Just Arrived. I've cut 7 inches of ribbon, and now I'm folding that in half, and I'm going to thread that through the top of my tag. So I've got my loop in the back and my tails in the front, and now I'm just going to tuck my tails into that loop and pull. So next we are going to adhere this onto our tag front. So I'm centering this on that little triangle section, and then once I like my placement, I'm going to take one of my fingers from my right hand and one from the left, so I know where to add my adhesive. So I'm putting that down. I'm just keeping that marking in place, so I will just add adhesive below this area. Now I can put this on how I like it, making sure there's no adhesive on the back. And just lay this down to burnish this. Make sure I don't have adhesive on the back side and that this will stand up straight. We have finished our card 1, and then with leftovers for your envelope, you can decorate that up with that Hello Baby paper and a couple of stamps. Of course, if you're going to put these in the mail, you don't want to put your stamps here. You could decorate the back though, which would be cute. Card 2. The first thing we want to do with card 2 is repeat our step 1 for our last card. So we're just going to take a ruler and mark from the bottom right 5 inches up. Score on a diagonal from our 5-inch mark to the bottom left corner. Crease towards the inside of the card. Step 2, we've taken Oh Darling and we've cut this piece to be 4 7/8 of an inch by 6 3/4, and then from the bottom right we've marked this up 4 7/8 of an inch and then trimmed on a diagonal. Flip over our bottom corner, and this is going to adhere to our bottom corner of our card front. For an even better fit on that bottom corner, you can just trim off 1/8 of an inch from the bottom of your corner piece. Adhere the other half of Oh Darling to the top. Step 3, we've taken a piece of Lullaby Land that's 4 7/8 of an inch by 6 3/4, and then we've marked from the left-hand edge at 4 7/8, and then trimmed on the diagonal. So we have these 2 pieces. Trim off the bottom 1/8 of an inch and adhere your corner down, and then we're going to do same sides up and adhere this piece down as well. Step 4, we're going to cut a piece of balloon bouquet to be 3 3/4 by 6 7/8, and a piece of Oh Darling to be 1 inch by 6 7/8. Adhere those down. I just love how Carla has done this. It gives it a really nice little fun patchwork feel and adds so much extra interest with all the 3 papers. Cut this bundle of joy label from your bundle of joy paper, and this piece of the pack cover to be 2 5/8 by 1 3/8. Adhere those 2 pieces together, and then we're going to create a little easel element again. So just getting this easel in the place that you like it, and adhere your label down that's been popped up with some foam or chipboard and reinforced with some extra adhesive. Step 6, we're going to cut balloon bouquet to be 3 3/4 by 4 7/8, and then round all 4 of those corners. Adhere to a tag. Adhere a piece of the B side of balloon bouquet to the front. This piece is 3 3/4 by 3 inches. Cut out this bundle of joy card and then just mat it onto a piece of the paper pack cover, just about 1/8 of an inch larger. Add some foam adhesive to the back, and then cut out 3 inches of that chevron ribbon. Taking some liquid adhesive, we're just going to fold this in half and adhere those 2 ends together. And then this is going to adhere on the back side of our cute little bundle of joy piece we've created. Kind of creating a little ribbon tab. Adds that nice little extra dimension and texture. Adhere this piece a little to the left, and then adhere a stamp from Just Arrived. Find your placement of where you want your tag. And then adhere it down. And as you can see, Carla has adhered hers just about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. So go ahead, if you haven't adhered your tags on yet, to bring them up just a little bit more so they're a little more balanced. And then with your leftovers, this is how you can decorate your envelope. The first thing we need to do with our card 3 is alter our card base. We're going to do that by trimming 1 inch off the right hand side. Then we're going to take one of our regular ivory tags and we're going to score 1 inch from the bottom. And of course, if you don't have a rectangle tag, you can cut a piece of rectangle coordinating paper from Little One to be 5 3/4 by 3 7/8 of an inch. Go ahead and crease on that score line. And then we're going to add adhesive to this 1/2 inch section. We want to make sure it's on the side with our rounded grommet, or 1 inch section rather. And this is going to adhere to the inside of our card base. And we want this to be about 1.5 inches from the bottom. And I want my folded edge to be flush with my card edge. So now your card base should look like this. We're going to cut 2 pieces of Hello Baby. We're going to be using an A side and a B side, and these are cut to 3 7/8 by 6 7/8. Adhere to the front and inside. Cut a piece of Upsy Daisy and adhere to the inside right of your card. This is 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. Step 4, we've got our Little One signature page here, and we're going to take from the bottom right and the bottom left corners, and we're going to cut these pieces to be 3 3/4 squared. So this was my piece from my left-hand corner, and I am going to round my 2 left-hand edges and adhere this. Then we're going to take the star side up and we're going to round our 2 left-hand corners. Adhere to the front of your tag. From Little One, we're going to cut out another piece. This time it's going to be 3 3/4 by 1.5 inches. And we're going to do a little bit of distressing. So I'm going to just take a paintbrush. You can use your finger, or you can just rip without any water. But I'm going to brush some water on the top edge here. And then now I'm going to just do a little bit of ripping and distressing. I like to use my thumbs for this. I'm using one to stabilize my piece so I don't accidentally tear too deep, and the other to pinch and tear. Once you have it how you like it, you can even go over the top with your scissors to get a more distressed edge. That is going to adhere in the center of your tag. So I had to pull mine up a little bit, but not to worry because we're going to adhere this border piece underneath it in a pocket formation. So this border piece has been cut to 3 3/4, and it's just going to go right underneath our little torn page. Then locate these 2 stamps, and we can just tuck those right into our cute little pocket. Or if you'd rather, you can adhere on your large stamp on an angle like Carla has done here. But I think I like mine just tucked in there so they can be interactive elements. Let us know in the comments below how you prefer it. Cut 23 inches of that ivory satin ribbon and cut your ends to look nice and decorative. And then we're just going to thread one side through our tag loophole. Bring this around the front and then tie this in a bow. So we are done with our card 3, and you can see how Carla has decorated up this envelope using that stripes from Upsy Daisy and 2 more cute stamps. To recreate this beautiful card, all you're going to need is our little one signature page, which is what you get from the tag, and then our front of the card is using both the A and B side of Upsy Daisies. We've got some more stamps and ribbon, and then the inside is using both sides of the balloon bouquet and some more of our little one signature page with another little cutout from Bundle of Joy. For our last Twisted Easel card, we are using up some of our Upsy Daisies on the front, both sides. And then for the card base, we have our balloon bouquet down here and Lullaby Land up here. We've got some ribbon, some more of that chevron trim, and some cut aparts. And then for the inside, we're going to use Lullaby Land here and here. And then here we've got our balloon bouquet, Upsy Daisies, and another cut apart from Bundle of Joy. And then for our last tag flap card, we have here our Oh Darling paper, our Lullaby Land on the front, some more of those fun cut aparts. And on the inside, we've got more Oh Darling and our Bundle of Joy paper here, and Lullaby Land here with another Bundle of Joy cut apart. So super cute. We thank you for joining us today, creating these cards with us from our Little One paper collection. We'd love to see what you're creating, so go ahead and share your cards with us on Instagram using that G45 hashtag. And if you're looking for more great tutorials like this one, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you know whenever we upload a new fun and fabulous project. Thanks so much for joining, and happy paper crafting.